Hello, welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. I'm Ranita, and let's get into our full moon in Aquarius on August the 3rd, 2020, which will be on Monday. Some that come to the channel is already moving into Monday, but we're getting it in. Check your local time of when the full moon will come into its fruition. In Aquarius, you've probably been seeing the moon illuminating very early in the daytime. I certainly have. I've been capturing her. So let me get into what we'll be working with this full moon now. Keep in mind, I like to express that this is your own practice, magical practitioner. This is your own what? Practice. So I'm going to give you a guide as your teacher and spiritual teacher and guide to help share the direction you should go with your full moon. Keep in mind, you can tweak it whatever way you like, whatever way the spirit guides, guardian angels, and your higher self is telling you how to tweak it or move it around. But keep it in mind, it is what? Your magical practice. You're just being guided through me with instruction, but listen to yourself and see how it resonates with you and how to maneuver around with it. This is your own practice, okay? Now, keep in mind too, if you're watching this video, we do have a full moon in Aquarius. Altar visual was all about manifesting. And with this altar visual, with this full moon, intentions for the next 6 months. It is 1313 per candle per intentions. We do have limited spaces. I suggest if you see this video tonight or moving into Monday to go on and purchase it, because we'll be working through the next 3 days with this Aquarius energy. All right. So the Aquarius full moon is a sign of freedom, humanitarianism, and rebellion. But at this point, much of the world is ready and already in what? A revolution. So we're already pretty much in a revolution, but it's feeling limited in freedom. So there's still a lot of action being moved right into this energy. Okay. So this was kicked off by the Aquarius new moon of February 2020, which was six to 7 months ago. So it all stimulated from this new moon in Aquarius. So now we're moving into the full moon in Aquarius. We will see some sort of climation and fruition of whatever was started back then. Okay. So whatever your intentions were at that time in February, if you had set your intentions with us working with the lunar cycles, you should be seeing some of the fruit of your intentions that was planted in good ground with the full moon coming up. Okay, this isn't an easy full moon. In fact, we may feel a little bit more anxious, unsettled, eager to change the status quo, to change the status quo. But we might also feel as if our professional and our personal life are at odds at the moment, and we pushed to make some serious decisions. Okay, so we're making some serious decisions. We're being pushed in that climate. So let's focus on what we are grateful for with this full moon as well. It is time to let go of certain ideas that may not have any weight in the real world currently where we are today, and to also let go of ideals of grounded friendships and communities that are not working for us currently today as well. So you should be letting go of old things that are not privy to the world that we're in now, the revolution that we're in now, the sign of Aquarius that will be entering into 21 now. So you have to release and let that go. However, whatever you have set the intentions with back the past 6 months ago with the new moon in Aquarius, you should see those intentions. Some of the things that you were setting your sights on 6 months ago have shifted because we moved into a revolution, the sign of Aquarius. Some of the things you're going to have to put down and work within the current revolution that we're in now. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 tips to release with this full moon of Aquarius. Okay, one is, and what we're going to do is write it down on our Joss paper. If you don't have your Joss paper now, those that have ordered, we got a lot. There's a slow-mo on the post office. It's taking weeks of sending stuff. So keep in mind, they're still en route. You should see them this week. I actually talked to the postmaster the other day about this. So in saying that, we always write our intentions on our Joss paper here in this channel. If you don't have Joss paper, you can still use parchment paper or brown paper bag. You can write your intentions on that. But we use our Joss paper because in the ethers, in the astral realm, in the higher level, the level up, is looked at as money. Okay, Joss paper is looked at as money. Okay, so there's 3 tips that we're going to release with this full moon. Okay, one is controlling your impulses. With Mars, we have Mars in play. With Jupiter squaring as well, squaring with Uranus as well, which is tied into Aquarius with the full moon, it's easy to get overexcited and push the limits. Okay, so you want to control what? You want to control your impulses and the overexcitement that may come in. Okay, it's also easy to destroy your own sense of security and disrupt the peace that's within you. So go slowly. So one area is controlling our impulses. Keep in mind, as I said at the beginning of the video, you follow the way that you're guided. If you're guided to do something different with doing the release or adding to this as you sit still in your sacred space, then do so. I'm being your guide as a teacher, but you make plenty of room in your practice. Okay, this is what your practice. Okay, so number 2 is communicate what you believe. It is important to stand up for your ideas and to believe in yourself and what? Your ideas. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is overcoming negativity. This full moon has a bit of a negative feel to it, and you may get quite swept up in destructive thoughts, patterns, destructive thoughts and patterns where all you think about is what you don't have. Instead, what you do is focus on what? Gratitude. Gratitude. Okay. This is the focus of the 3 areas listed that I've given you, which is control your impulses, communicate what you believe, and overcome negativity. Okay. What you want to do with these 3 main focal points, and you can add as you're guided or take away what you're guided with, you want to make sure that you write this down in your journal before you burn it on your Joss or parchment paper or brown paper. Okay. Write it down on your journal so that you can chart that. You either have a journal, a grimoire, or whatever you may call your sacred notebook. Some people even note in their computers, in their notebook computers, or wherever you feel led and guided to keep track of what your intentions are. But in this case, our intentions is what? Is a release. Okay, so you want to make sure you take down time to write this out in your journal, breathe through it, expound even more as you're led. Then you want to do is write it on this Joss paper. What we do is we always write out what our release is. Okay, you want to date it for the date that you wrote it, but you want to finish it out. I'm adding something new to your release with this full moon. I'm adding something new. Okay, so when you sign off on your release here, you want to date it for 6 months. Okay, so at the top or wherever you feel guided, you want to write in today's date of when you write in your release, and then when you sign it, you want to sign it for the future date, which can be January the 3rd, 2021. Okay, that means you're finishing it off, and then you're allowing these things to come in during this segment. So we're topping it off with the original date that you wrote it, and then when you sign it, you're signing it off on the finished date for 6 months from now. Okay, now when we're releasing, I'm going to make sure that we are rolling it away. Okay, we're going to roll it away. Now, what we always do is I always use an abalone shell. It's part of my indigenous background, part of who I am. But you can use whatever kind of safety dish that you would like to use. You can use a ashtray, whatever you may like to use. Okay, so I always burn it. Now, what we do is we always make sure that we burn outdoors, okay? Whether you're in the southern hemisphere or in the northern hemisphere, we want to make sure that we do what? Burn it outdoors. The weather is good enough, whether if you're in the winter or southern hemisphere, okay? So what we're going to do is light it, okay? And you rolled it away from yourself. You're only doing this one time, okay? One time. So the joss paper always burns very quickly. Okay? It always burns very quickly. And there we go. All right? You burn it outdoors. You can do as you like with the ashes. You can blow it into the wind. You can put it into a stream. You can do whatever you like. Or you can make black salt out of it. Okay? Now, and also you're taking it to the moon at night, okay? Over the course of the 3 days, you still want to incorporate your candle. Now, what we're doing is working with our candle with bringing in that fire energy with the full moon of Aquarius and the blue candle. We're using the blue candle aspect of Aquarius, okay? You can use a long stem 7-day candle, or you can use a short candle here. Okay, this goes for about 25 hours. This is like a 40 hours. All right. If you ever have questions for the shorter candle and you don't see it, you can always email me on my website and I can ship this out to you. Okay, even the longer ones too, if you don't have access. All right. But I do offer the shorter. What you want to do is with this Aquarius blue candle that we're matching it up with the blue is to help you with clarity and creative thinking and communicate with self what? First. You want to communicate with self first and others, all right? But you want to add with this, if you have access, I am adding a clear quartz because I want to program my clear quartz for clarity and focus, because during this time we need to be focusing on our communication, alleviating negative thoughts, and eliminating impulsive behavior. So it's going to bring in clarity and focus that you're going to need assistance during this segment of this full moon over the course of the next 3 days. Keep in mind that the full moon vibration is over the next 3 days, but it does also flow into the rest of the week as well. Okay, it's a continual spin-off from it. Now we do have a spiritual bath that we're going to add. You know we got to have our baths, right? So our spiritual bath, on the first day of your bath, okay, we're going to use a 3-day window here. So you're going to take 2 baths. One is going to be a bath with Himalaya salt, and the second bath is going to be on baking soda bath. And then you're going to do a ritual with the mantras that we do. I'll tell you already to go to the website. You'll see it in writing, the longer ritual with the mantras and the meditation link. However, you can do as you will as you being a practitioner. If you knew or wherever you are in your practical work, you can do that other ritual that I am going to share about the Aquarius ritual in between the 2 baths or wherever you are guided. Okay. Now, the spiritual bath on the first day, you will do 2 baths each. Eat 2 baths. Okay, let me be clear. The night of your choice. So it could be the first night, and you're going to have a second night. You have first night, skip a day, and then do the 3rd day on the baking soda. So let me be clear. The first bath is going to be on salt. Okay. It's going to be with Himalaya salt. You're going to fill a tub with warm water, not super hot. You want to use Himalaya salt. 3 cups of Himalaya salt, okay? Only. We're not adding any essential oils. We're not adding any herbs to this. None of that this round, okay? This is going to cleanse your aura, set the intentions to remove any negative energy. This includes energy that has been shared with you by others, and energy that you have brought on yourself, okay? You're going to soak for a minimum of 20 to 30 minutes, and then you're going to step out of the bath and then allow your body to what? Drip dry. We always allow our bodies to drip dry naturally. I will encourage you after you take your bath. It's not a mandate, but go by your own thought process as a practitioner yourself. I like to personally, after I drip dry, if I have to damp myself, I do that. I do a word spoken over myself of releasing the negative energy, and I do like to put on white night clothes or nightwear, or night clothes, and go to bed. You do this at night. I prefer to put on all white so that I'm going to bed with the clean slate over me. Keep in mind, that's my suggestion to you. You do as you will. You don't necessarily have to do that, but that's my suggestion. Okay. Now, on the second night, if you skip a night and do the third night, okay, you can do the first bath on first day. You can do this on the second night, this baking soda bath, or you can do it on the third night. Okay, you're still going to have your candles burning throughout this segment of the next 3 to 4 days, because it should flow through that. You're going to do a baking soda bath. So you're going to recharge yourself. So first you did releasing of negativity. Now you're going to recharge yourself with positive energies. And it's very simple. You're going to add 1 cup of baking soda to a warm but not hot bath. Okay. Ask for your mind and body to be filled with positive vibration of a beautiful and clean aura. Okay. Now, you're going to still allow your candles to burn safely during this 3-day period. Allowance of the full moon energy. Okay. You may do the full moon ritual as led. I'm getting ready to get into that. You could do it before the bath or after the bath. Okay. Allow yourself to connect with your higher self, with the divine, the source, the spirit guides that's all around you. You have spirit guides and you have angels. Yes, that encamp all around you all the time to keep you safe. But then there is your higher self, which is your part of your higher self, which is not your soul. Your soul is in your emotions, but your higher self is that which is your spirit. Okay, and your spirit is connected to the divine, the source, the creator of all things. I do believe there is a God of the universe, masculine and feminine energy combined. That is my take. That is my walk. Okay, whatever you feel is fine. You still can just do whatever you feel as a practitioner, but you can still incorporate this whole system to cleanse yourself and be a healthy being moving into this next cycle of the lunar cycles. Okay, so now, in saying that, let me give you the full moon ritual. Now, this ritual is always best done. You know, I like to get it in with us to do it at night. You can do it over the period of the 3rd through the 10th. You will see it on my website, the very detailed written version of this, so that way, if you need assistance, you can go to the website at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com. You can go there and see the full ritual in writing. Okay, these are the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need your aura cleansing tool of choice, which can be your smudging stick. You can be a bell if you like to ring. Some people do. I always suggest to bring in your incense, which could be dung champa or blue dragon blood, frankincense and myrrh, or whatever of your choice. Okay. You want to make sure you have your journal, and you want to make sure you have a black ink pen. Black ink pen, it means dark energy, and you're working to put that in-depthly and fruiting it into the atmosphere, along with being carried off with your spirit guides. All right. You will find on my website a link that I enjoy. Is called an Infinite Cosmic Meditation. It's not real lengthy. It's not something I designed, but I do listen to a lot of meditation right on YouTube. And I linked it in my website, so you can go there, click it, and listen to that to help you with this ritual. Now, you're going to start by cleansing your aura. For this ritual, you do not need to cleanse the surrounding unless you desire in this case. As you cleanse your aura, you're going to feel free to recite the following. Okay? Now I'm going to give you the what I'm reciting, the mantra, and I want you to hear it all the way. Okay? I open to the loving energies that flow within me and around me. I ask the energies to join me as I cleanse and remove all that is heavy, stuck, stagnant, and no longer needed. As I work around my aura, my energy is lifted, vibrant, and heightened. I am cleansed. Energy moves freely through my body. My heart openly and willingly gives and receives love. I am now standing in the purest light. Thank you. Now, next, you want to listen to the Infinite Cosmic Meditation that I did link in the website. You can go there. The meditation is roughly around between 12 minutes and a little longer, and it will assist in activating and opening your third eye and connecting you to your infinite potential. Now, let me back up on this third eye thing. Some of my family members here at North Tribe, we did a third eye opening on one of our classes last month, back in June. If you are new to the practice, all right, as a practitioner, you can use this to work with your third eye. Check within yourself to see is it time for you to do that. Okay. Keep in mind, I am a teacher and your guide. This is a guide. You do not have to open up your third eye if you are not led to do so. This is when you need to ask yourself and journal. You can do automated writing to hear what the divine is saying to you, whether or not ask the question, yes and no, should I work with opening my third eye? Or if you work with the tarot, okay, and you're not connecting through that way, you can use the tarot to ask a yes or no question as well if you're skilled in that area. Keep in mind the tarot cards are a beautiful tool, a divination tool that will assist you to hear from the spirit guides, guardian angels, or hear the different segments as they want to give you more detail on whether you should do that or not. This is your practice. Understand? I always want you to know that. It is your practice, okay? Your sacredness. You are a practitioner. Listen to yourself, okay? Next, when you once you've done your meditation, okay, go outside and gaze out, or gaze out of the window, look up to the stars and the moon, and take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Make sure you're breathing from your main lower stomach, coming in and out with deep breaths, okay? Now, and you're going to gaze at the moon or in the direction of the moon if it's cloudy, and recite the following mantra or prayer if you want to refer it as that, to feel free to say what you want in the moment, okay? Keep in mind this is your practice, all right? So here's the mantra for that. Mother Moon illuminating the night sky, help me to illuminate all I need to know. Help me to feel free, grounded and guided as I take my next steps. Allow me to shine as big and bright as you. I give thanks to the moon and the stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, gaze up at the night sky and choose a star that resonates or catches your attention. Just allow your intuition to guide you. And when you have located that star, look at it and imagine you are breathing in its energy. Okay? Take your pen and paper, your journal, right down at the top. This star I have been drawn to tonight sends wisdom of boom. You will hear what that is. Then start writing whatever comes to your mind, imagining that you are downloading information, wisdom, and insight from this star. Just allow your pen to flow, and don't worry if it doesn't feel like it's coming from your intuition at first. Just start writing and allowing your imagination to guide you. As you write, you may just be surprised what wisdom the star reveals to you. Aim to journal for about 20 plus minutes, okay? Or until you have completed at least between 3 to 4 pages, front and back. Reflect on what you have written, and if any messages have come through, keep your journaling so you can reflect back on any messages as you move through the month. Once the ritual is done, if you like, you can always use an app to find the name of the star you were drawn to. Okay, there's some beautiful apps that are available to do that, and it will, and ultimately the divine, the source, the spirit guides will guide you to that star and allow you to bring in that energy and illuminate yourself with it. This beautiful ritual will help you enhance yourself throughout the next 6 months, moving into this wonderful sign of Aquarius, moving into the age of Aquarius, this revolution and this move into the new order. Keep in mind that I trust and believe that each and every one of you will divinely be guided by your own self as I'm giving you a guide and as your teacher here. However, listen to yourself, be guided from within. Take time to your sacred time to listen so that you're not thrown to and from everywhere and listening to a lot of different sources instead of listening to the source that's within you and your higher self. And you will get the downloads to carry you throughout the 6 months in the direction that God, the spirit guides, have for your life. Let me close out this video about the Aquarius and full moon. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, for guiding and leading me to bring this message to all of those that are here to hear about what you have for them with this full moon release. Let them have an ear to hear and also put it down in writing and do the work to change their life and those lives around them that they will affect. I thank each and every one of you that's come to hear this video, that you didn't come here by mistake, that you, as you do this ritual, you will be able to assist all of those extensions that are a part of you, that you are supposed to help those that are part of your circle as well. I thank each and every one of you for being a part of this ritual. Go on and if you feel led to do the altar visual with me as well. On my altar, I do work with certain gods and goddesses to enhance the beautiful vibration that comes through. People that have joined the visual, they know it, they feel it, they're like, and they start getting all these dreams because we're working in what? Unisys. It's no big eye, but big eyes in the visual. Is all about working with the divine and the proper energy that will assist you along with your life and manifestation of things that are the desires that's been put inside of you. So have a wonderful, wonderful, happy full moon in Aquarius. I will see you next time. Please make sure that you hit the like button there. Okay, if you enjoyed the video, like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. As well, don't forget to schedule your intuitive readings with us. Look at all the services that we offer on our website: spell work, classes, book club, sacred space. Today is Sacred on our Patreon account 2020. That is a mini spirit school that will enhance your sacred time. It's not telling you what to do. It is giving you a guide and allowing you to hear within, to teach yourself and to grow so you do not go to sleep in this now new decade that will change your life. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.